welcome to Watch Mike Hike. I am Mike, and today I'm going to do a quick review on the Sierra Designs Flashlight 1 FL. It's their lighter-weight version. Sierra Designs also has a same tent, just in a little bit heavier fabric, so it makes it a little cheaper. So this is the tent packed up, and its poles. They do actually give you a stuff sack that's sized for just the tent and not the poles. It's actually, I don't know, more on the retail floor side of it, but for this to slide into it and stay put. But they are nice bags to keep with it. So all in all, packed up as it is. The tent weighs 2 pounds, 8 ounces. That's for everything, the stakes, the poles, and everything. It does have 2 poles that stay on there that you can replace with your trekking poles, which I'll show you how to do that when I set it up. If you leave those 2 poles at home, you can save yourself 6 ounces. The stakes that come with this are the right angle DAC poles, which a lot of tents are coming with now. They're good stakes, but they are kind of heavy. The tent requires 8 of it to have everything guide out. 8 of these weigh 3 3/8 ounces. Like I do with all my tents, I replace them with the MSR carbon core stakes, and it saves me almost 2 ounces on it. It's 1.5 ounces for 8 of the MSR carbon core stakes. The stuff sacks weigh 1 3/8 ounces. So if you're leaving all that stuff at home, replacing the things, you can get the tent down to 1 pound, 14 3/4 ounces. So you can definitely get it down nice and light. So let's go ahead and set it up. The first time I set it up, I think it took me 3.5 minutes. Might take me a little longer now. It is kind of raining out here, so if you hear the raindrops, that's what it is. So the stuff sack does have 2 different ends on here. It just folds over and clips. On one side you've got all your stakes, and on this side your poles are there. It does have poles. The gray poles here, the shorter ones, are the ones that you can leave at home and replace with the trekking poles. And the pole section here is the one that goes in back that you will need. Now the rain fly on this tent is connected to it, which can help you in setup, especially when it's raining, so you don't just have a tent body hanging out there by itself getting wet while you're setting it up. The tent was pretty self-explanatory to put up. Self-explanatory the first time that I did it. Just got a couple clips on the back of the poles here. Alright, so this is one of the poles that you can replace. You just come up underneath the awning here. Come up underneath it, there's a little sleeve for it right there. Slide it into it. Alright, so now on the other side, we'll take it around, take it with a trekking pole. I can show you how to replace it on this side. Alright, so right under here there's a little sleeve that your regular pole would go into, but it's also cupped, so there's kind of a larger area there that the top of your trekking pole handle will go into. Sticking with the bottom of the stake. Set it up into the pocket. Make it nice and snug. Stake it out. So that is the tent staked out. I only have 6 stakes out right now. They've got two more attachment points, one at the front, one at the back. Just helps you kind of open it up a little bit. But let's take a pause and we'll go inside. Alright, so here's the tent all set up. I did go ahead and guy out the two ends. You've got the line coming out there and just a really short one on the back to help kind of pop that open a little bit. So with Sierra Designs tents and all the ones that they redesigned for last year and continuing into 2015, is they don't have like a true vestibule in front of the door. So this is the entry into your tent. There is no vestibule. What they have provided is off to the side, but you can actually get rid of this and guy right off of this. There's a little vestibule here. For me, I don't put anything in my vestibule except for my shoes, so this works great for me. I know some people like to put their packs and stuff out there. Depending on the size of your pack, it may be a little snug, but we'll take a look here inside so you can see how big it is. Alright, so from here you've got, kind of a triangle-shaped area here, and this will come around and clip right to the side of the tent so you can really block it off. And you can really close in that area and really protect your shoes or your pack or whatever you have in there. If it's nice out and you want more ventilation, you can actually take this and clip it just straight back here, or like I had just a minute ago, you can take the whole thing up and roll it across, attach it to the corner of the tent here, so you'll open up all this mesh here. So as we go into the tent, you just have your door to open up. You don't have a vestibule to crawl through or anything. You're just in. And so I have a regular size thermarest that's in here, so it's 20 inches wide by 72. I've got tons of room on the ends here. I want to pull the camera in so you can see. What I wanted to point out was this, I think it's 8 inches of overhang, that it hangs out past the door, where it gives you kind of this dry spot right here in front of the door. As you get in and out, it's like a little awning. Has the same thing on the back side of this, and what it does is it provides you, like if it's raining today, I can pop my shoes off, tuck them over here, tuck my shoes in, and then close up. Yet, especially on the East Coast where there's a lot of moisture and stuff, you can close this tent up. And then you can open your doors, and with that overhang, even in a heavy rain, you've got this option of leaving this open and you've still got overhang. You've got the same option on the back side here. I don't know if you can see it through the mesh or not. But you can open up this screen, and there's an overhang on the other side of it too, where it allows you to really leave the tent open and get a lot of ventilation even when the weather's nasty outside. So that's what Sierra Designs has really done by eliminating their vestibules right in front of the door. So I'm going to grab the camera, pull you up here, and so you can see how big it is inside. Alright, so there's the back window all opened up. You can see right through it. Go around to the outside. So that's looking right through the tent. So you've got this much overhang here. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's my hand's width there, opening all this up. So even if it is raining, and you can change how much you've got that zipped up. So coming inside, kind of hard to see. All right, so this is with the mat pushed all the way up to one end. You've got a lot of room down there. It's kind of your room there. I've got this much room with the pad pushed over to one side. We've got a small pocket here to store stuff in. You've got two attachment points up here in the corner. I've just put a string across to be able to hang stuff, whether it's socks or hang a little lantern up there. But you've got a lot of room down there at the end. So it's a nice one-person tent. Got plenty of room, lots of ventilation. Just a well-designed tent. So if you have any questions on the tent, let me know, or if there's even anything else you'd like to see a review on. If I've got one or I can get one, I can do a review on that. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching Watch Mike Hike, and a review of the Sierra Designs Flashlight 1 FL. Enjoy the rainy day. Bye.